Okay, I believe we're live right now, Chef Luke.
Hi.
Hi, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. Okay, so for everybody watching, we've been doing these really fun cooking videos at home every morning, getting creative, and I thought I needed to step up my game. I think I'm a decent at-home cook, but let's get a professional, acclaimed chef that cooks amazing cuisine for a living to teach us how to make an amazing breakfast at home. So Chef Luke Rogers of Savor in Gordon Park has agreed to join me. Chef Luke, you have no idea how excited I am.
I'm really excited too. Thank you so much for having me. I think it's going to be really fun. It's a super easy dish. You're going to love it. I don't know. Have you told the viewers what it's going to be?
No, I haven't. So break it down for us. What are we making this morning? And you got to choose.
All right. Well, so it's chilaquiles. I probably say it wrong because, obviously that's not my native tongue speaks Spanish. But chilaquiles is a super easy dish. It just has a few different parts. You can use whatever you want. I use tortillas, and I'll go through the prep with you in the process, but you can use whatever you like for it. But our ingredients are tortillas, rotisserie chicken or grilled chicken. You could use ground beef, anything like that, pork, whatever you want. And then we make a tomatillo salsa, which I'll show you the steps for that. And then you put it with a sauteed egg and then a little bit of mozzarella cheese or whatever cheese you want to use. If you want to use cheddar, anything like that.
Chef, there's nothing wrong with what you just said. That sounds incredible. And I'm going to pull up our Facebook page so I can read comments from folks if they have any questions as we go. Stand by 1 second.
Okay.
And I've got all my stuff prepped. I'm ready to go. I feel
yeah, me too.
The teacher's pet this morning. Hold on. Okay, here. 1 second. Okay. All right, Chef. Teach me how to make amazing.
Okay, so the best thing to do, I'm trying to see if maybe I want to make sure you can see my board behind me.
Yeah.
I've got tomatillos, the green tomatoes, whatever you can use. If you've got red tomatoes, that's fine too. So I'm using the green tomatoes, white onion, and garlic. And then I've got a little bit of salt and pepper over here as well. And that's our base for our sauce. You can use whatever you'd like to. If you've got canned tomatoes, anything like that. So super easy, and we're just going to break them down. And so these ones, so they're on the edge of going bad, so I'm cutting off part of the stem.
Okay.
I want to get all that in there. And then just cut them into pieces. That's enough for you, and then all you have to do is put them into a pan. So I got on the other side, and I'm going to start sauteing it.
Perfect.
That's on the stove right behind me. And so then all you got to do is break down your garlic. I take off this little brown stem part of the garlic and then smash it and then just throw it in there. That's how Jose Andres cooks. And so, when I was in his kitchens, that's what you did there.
Perfect. And so what I've done is Chef kindly sent me the recipe before, and I've done my prep. So I'm going to start making this along with you. Seth Feldman is watching with us this morning. He thinks this is so cool. Seth, send us some recipe requests, and we'll make something for you next time. All right, so I'm going to take my onions that I've cut up, Chef.
Okay.
I'm putting them in my blender with garlic and jalapeno. Is that right?
That's awesome. Yeah. I love it.
And then I've got canned tomatillos because I'm lazy. So I add that to my mixture, right?
Perfect.
Okay.
I love it.
And lime juice.
So your pan, if you started out, like I've got the tomatoes, garlic, and onions in here. And then for that spice is when you add your jalapenos as well. And all that cooks down. And so what you're trying to do is it releases all the liquids inside of it that creates the sauce. So you put it into like a little blender that you have at home. Obviously, we have a different type of blender here. And so mine was really easy for me because I just put my hand blender in and that's over. So to kind of move through the steps quickly, so this is cooking down. This will take about 20 minutes or so.
Okay.
I would naturally let that cook down, but today instead I've taken a step and I've already finished it and blendered it. So you cook it down, all the liquids release from it, and then you got your salsa. So you can blend yours. We can compare what they look like.
All right, sounds good. Oh, this is so like, I'm so nervous. I can compare with a chef. So guys, I took all my ingredients. I did everything that he said. I did it ahead of time. I'm putting it in my blender, and now I'm going to blend it up.
That's smart.
Okay. I'm going to pour it in a bowl, chef, and I want you to tell me how it is. It looks good.
Awesome.
Oh, wow. It smells so fresh.
That's awesome. That's what you want.
Ah, okay. Oh my God, I just made salsa.
There you go. And that's actually the hardest part. That was it.
Are you kidding me? Oh.
Yeah, that's the hardest part. You're done. So then the next steps, so maybe you have a rotisserie chicken or grilled chicken that you cooked off at home already?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're going to cook...
Rotisserie chicken.
You bought a rotisserie chicken? Cool. So if you want to, the way that I did it, I just grilled some chicken or sear it on their flat top, anything like that. Just raw chicken, just into the pan, sear it, and then I put a little bit of stock in it, and I'll help bring some moisture, and then let it just sit. And so it's out for about 5 minutes in a hot stock or water. Water's fine too, as long as you season it. And then I shredded it. So then now I've got shredded chicken here, ready to go.
Okay, I've got mine.
You have shredded chicken too? Cool. So then this is where we do the fun part. Do you have an egg?
Of course I have an egg. Who do you think I am, sir?
So you need...
Tim is watching from Myrtle Beach, by the way. He says good morning.
Nice. So you need a pan like this.
Got it?
Big pan. It's big enough for one egg.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna have 2 pans on the stove right now. So I'm gonna bring it over to the stove.
Okay.
Awesome. All right. So I've got 1 pan getting hot. This pan is going to put the salsa and the chicken, and then we're gonna add in tortillas to it. Now, do you have tortillas or do you have tortilla chips?
So I have tortillas, and I toasted them in the oven to turn them into chips.
Nice. I love that. I have tortilla chips here because I have a deep fryer. But if you're at home, you can use tortillas, whatever you want to use.
Okay.
And so, like, a lot of times, traditionally in like different parts of Mexico, they'll use different like ingredients, like flour tortillas, corn tortillas, anything like that. If you want to use like regular corn tortillas, like these, like that's totally cool. That's fine. And if you want to just break them, or you can just rip them in parts, like that's totally fine.
And Jeff, the reason we love this recipe, especially right now when people are trying not to go to the store all the time, is because you're improv. Everything you're telling me, you say, okay, I'm doing this, but you could substitute or get creative. That's what's so great about it.
That's right. And if you want to use peppers instead of onions, if you want to use, like, you can make a beef sauce if you want to. You can make anything you want. This is so easy. The main part is tortillas, an egg, and a meat, and a salsa. And then just call it a day. And then I cover it in cheese, and obviously that's delicious.
Perfect.
So
I'm going to get my egg on the, or actually I'm going to grab my skillet so I can assemble it all.
So with your nonstick pan, I have it here in front of me.
Okay.
So a little bit of oil in the pan. And if you want to use like a specialty oil, something that has a high burn content, that's really fun. Something that's really crispy. So if you want to use like a vegetable oil, that'd be great. Grapeseed oil, I've heard is awesome. I use sometimes like avocado oil. It doesn't have as high of a burn temp, but whatever you want. And additionally, if you're like a guacamole enthusiast, then adding avocado to this is really fun too. Anything you want. So 1 pan, I'm going to start my egg. I have the oil in the nonstick pan.
Okay, I've got my egg going.
Awesome. So you crack your egg right into the pan. I like doing a sunny side up egg for this.
I agree.
I like having a little bit of a runny yolk, but that might just be me. Do you have like a ton of gloves at your home?
I've got like dishwashing gloves, and then I also have some like cooking like from a kitchen gloves.
Yeah. Okay. I have like a million of these gloves, and I buy the black ones because they look cooler, obviously.
They do look cool.
So my egg is just cooking here. And so then I add a little bit of salt and pepper to it. I like a flaked sea salt mostly, and then this is black pepper. And then I just get it really crispy around the edges. And you see, like, I've got plenty of oil in it, so I don't know if I can put it up to the camera better.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of oil in there, and so it gets really crispy around the edges and gets a little brown. I love that texture. So really, that's why I do it. So then,
and I'm going to turn my camera so you can see my stovetop.
All right.
We're improvising, folks.
No, this is real cooking. This is fun.
It's so much fun. Thank you so much for doing this with me. Okay.
Yeah.
My egg is going, and then you said we're also going to start throwing our ingredients into the skillet to warm it up. Is that right?
Yeah. So big skillet. What I would do is I would go salsa first.
Okay.
And I got my skillet hot, so you see I put the salsa in it and immediately start smoking.
Oh, yes, I hear it too.
It smells really great. I don't know if you can smell it too, but good Lord, it's awesome.
I was like, whenever you say "good Lord," you know it's good.
Yeah.
Next reaction is "good Lord." Cassidy Davis is watching us this morning. Hello, Cassidy.
Yeah.
Guys, if you have any questions for Chef Luke, come on, this guy's an expert. Have at it. Try and stump him. How often do you get a professional chef to answer your at-home cooking questions?
For real. I also know a lot about like hair products. I know things about that. So if you ever want to know what's a good pomade, I know about that too. More than just cooking, but yeah.
Multifaceted. Yeah, while you're making that, so I'm going to kind of walk people through this. What we're doing is look at that beautiful egg that just bubbling.
Yeah.
He's getting crispy. I'm not doing it.
Because I wanted to I like having 2 eggs on mine. So I have one that already has the crispy edges. It's ready to go. Yours is beautiful too. Love it.
Like it. Hearing that from you, I have no idea how to fix my.
Exactly.
Okay, so I need to add, I'm a little behind you. I need to add my salsa to my pan, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's right.
Okay, and then I'm adding my chicken to that. Is that correct?
That's correct. So,
Okay,
you have your chicken and your salsa.
Got it.
All right, and then you've got tortillas. Then with your tortillas, you can either do one of 2 things. You can either put them into the pan.
Okay.
You can just put them in a plate and then pour the salsa over, whatever you like. After tortillas, I would put them in the pan for sure because then it'll sauce on it. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take them and add them into my pan.
So Tina Naley Walker says loves crispy eggs. She's so impressed with that cook that you have on there. She also wants to know what program we're using to do this really cool show. It's called StreamYard. I just discovered it yesterday. The programmers were messaging me all night, helping me set it up. I'm digging it. What do you guys think? And I get to hang out with cool people like Chef Luke. And in these social distancing times, any interaction I can get, I'm down with. Okay, so now I need to put my tortilla chips in there.
Right. So you see my pan has tortillas and the salsa and the chicken all mixed together.
Oh.
So if you take your tortilla chips and then mix them in, it's going to have a better mixture of it. It's going to taste a little better. The tortillas are going to absorb all the salsa.
Yeah.
I'm kind of crunching them down as I add them into the pan because I use tortilla chips.
How am I doing, sir?
That's great. If you want to add salsa, I would add a little bit more salsa.
More? Oh,
yeah, I like salsa. Yeah, saucy is good.
You're right, that heat, when you put the salsa on the heat, it opens everything up. And all of a sudden, smelling it, you guys, it smells so good.
That's right.
Okay, adding more salsa.
Awesome. So if you have all of your ingredients, we're almost done. Can you believe it?
What?
Yeah. I know. I don't want it to end, but so I've got mozzarella cheese here for me. You have cheese, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I had some. I had a couple of blocks that they were all ending, so I've got a mix of cheeses. And I guess guys, we're getting creative. Whatever you have in the fridge. Yeah,
whatever you have at home. Like if you've got like goat cheese or cotija, a mix, whatever you have, that's awesome. I love it.
Now you're getting fancy.
We're gonna put it all together. So you can do 2 things. You either put it on top at the end, and then like use a torch or something to burn it and get it like crispy and melty on top, or throw it in your oven, or you can mix it in with your tortillas.
You know what? I can't find my torch anywhere.
Okay, so we're gonna mix it in with our tortillas. So shredded cheese, mixing it in.
Okay, I'm doing that right now.
So just, it's nothing crazy. We're not changing the world here. We're just making delicious food.
Excuse me. I think this is changing the world.
We might be. So now we've got egg that's crispy and delicious. A second egg because some of us are hungrier than other people.
Yes.
We have our mixture.
So you put the egg down first and then the mixture on top?
No, the egg goes last.
Got it. Okay.
I have a giant bowl. I think this was too big. I'm gonna grab a different one.
Okay, I'm gonna put mine. You guys, I get a plate alongside a chef. They always make it look so pretty. So I'm gonna see if I can keep up.
Super easy. So I'm gonna take tongs this time instead of non-spat.
Okay.
So, and you're gonna pick it up and just go right into the center of your plate.
Okay.
And try and pile it as high as you can in the center.
Oh, chef, the cheese, when I pull it, it's all stringy and melty. It's so beautiful.
It should be a little stringy. Should be melty.
Oh.
Okay. Definitely beautiful. And if you're a little bit messy, because we're all a little messy.
You can say that again.
All right. So you see, mine's like it's just a pile, right? And I'm looking at the rim of the plate or bowl, just for the beauty's sake of it.
Okay.
And then my eggs. That looks great. That looks awesome. And so then I'm picking up my egg with the with my nonstick spatula. Okay. Just gonna slide it right onto the top, and then you see that beautiful. And so wait, do you have any more salsa left?
Yes, of course I do.
I'm gonna put a little bit more salsa on top.
Yeah, I'm with you. And then I've got some extra cilantro and onion. I think you had said to reserve some, so I have a little on the extra side as well.
That's perfect. That's what you want to do. I think I have some as well.
Okay. I would say you could borrow some of mine, but
So I've got a little pico de gallo.
Okay.
I didn't tell you to make pico de gallo, but I found some. And so there you go. Doesn't that look great?
That looks, oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Let me garnish mine. Let me see yours. Oh, everybody, look at that. Is that on the menu, Saber?
So we do have chilaquiles on our menu for brunch, but honestly, at this time, we'll do anything you want. I actually put out something on the menu that said, I'll make anything you want on Instagram. I was like, you give me 24 hours, I'll make you whatever you want for as many people as you want.
What's the strangest request that you've gotten, and how cool is that, everybody?
Well, someone asked me to make them a fresh ravioli, and the recipe for the ravioli was one from a restaurant that closed down like years ago. I haven't had ravioli in forever. Can you please make it for me? I was like, sure. Just send me a recipe of or an idea of what it is. Just tell me what are the ingredients. I'll make it for you. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. And then other people have asked me to make meal kits for them. I'll prep the product and then freeze it. I have a cryovac machine, which is a vacuum sealer. So then I can vacuum seal any product that you want and then have it ready for you to pick up, and you can take it home with you.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And I'm going to tag Saber's the restaurant I'm going to update this post once we're done, guys, so you can check them out and you can order. I'm going to show you mine, and I want an honest review. Okay.
All right.
I can handle it.
Very nice. Wow. And your plate's cool too. That's awesome. That's perfect.
These are my granny's plates. Yeah,
I love it.
Oh, is it okay if I dig in?
Yeah, no, dig into it, please. Enjoy.
Oh, O'Reilly Tim says that this looks delicious. Tina says her stomach is growling now. Coffee is just not going to cut it this morning. So sorry, Tina. When everything opens back up, you can go see our friend Luke at Savor. And in the meantime, you can make this at home. Okay, I'm going to try it.
For real. Well, like, if you want to, you can come now and pick up from our curbside at any time. You just let us know. You can call the restaurant, or you can message us on Instagram. You can message me, Chef Luke Rogers, on Instagram, or the Savor in Clyde Warren Park Instagram, and have full-on conversations with me about different food items, any ideas that you have, things like that. And then if you want to come and order curbside, that'd be awesome. How's it taste?
Oh my gosh. You know what it is? It's the fresh made salsa.
Yeah.
I mean, that really, if you guys have salsa at home jarred, that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. But if you're able to make this, it tastes like it tastes so fresh. It's so good. Like, it's bright. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like, and there's different ways to make it. You can either make it in the pan like I did.
Yeah.
You know, chopping your onion and your tomatoes and all of that, put it in a pan and saute it. Or you can roast it in the oven. That's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
You got a grill. If you put it in foil, take your tomatoes, your jalapeno, onion, whatever you want to use, put it in foil and wrap it, and then put it in your grill.
Okay.
Steam inside and get roasty and dark. It's awesome. You blender that, it's going to taste great. A little bit of salt and pepper. That's it.
So, Chef, you made a really good point. You said people can still do curbside from you guys. You can get to go orders. Why is it so? What's it like to be running a restaurant right now? Because we're all in this crazy moment. And is it important for people to, if they can afford it, to support local business, and why?
Yeah. So supporting local business is huge. Like, we are essential workers, just like, you know, Hannah's an essential worker, essentially, and other, like, people in hospitals, doctors, all of them are essential workers too. We need support at the restaurant. We need you to come and order food from us, because that keeps us going and that keeps our business alive. And you're helping support a ton of people that work here. We've got over 40 staff members here at Savor, and then other restaurants too, not just us. There's millions of people in the service industry, and we need as much support as possible. Different ways for us specifically to support, either come and order curbside, or if you want to experience us in the restaurant later, let's say when all this calms down, you can call ahead and buy a gift card. We're doing a discount. Like, you get $100 gift card for $75. So that's really, it's like, it's money that we need now. So it's open till later, and then you keep going, and that helps feed a ton of people with families that work here. And we're doing everything we can on our side, using the product that we have and the resources that we have to donate to Furlough Kitchen, Shift Smart, Food for Kids, and then a bunch of hospitals too. We've served hundreds of meals already to UT Southwestern, Parkland, and then also on Monday we're serving Baylor. And then we've had a lot of other people reach out to us and ask for donations. Even a radio station called me and asked for donations. And that's something that we want to do to help everybody that needs something. So if you come and eat food here at Savor, order curbside, or pick up a gift card, then that's a way that you're supporting us when we're supporting other people too. So it's a big deal.
You made a bunch of really good points right there. Number one, the idea of the gift card is really smart, guys. You can give that as a gift to somebody. So you're, one, being kind to somebody else, giving it as a gift. Number two, you're supporting a local business, because like you said, they need that money right now, and then you can enjoy it later when everything comes down, or you can keep it yourself. But it's a really smart way of supporting, keeping that business going, supporting local. We're getting a lot of comments right now, Steph. Tina said, this is a really good question from Tina. She said, this looks amazing. If she orders this from you and gets it curbside, what's the best way to reheat this dish?
Well, so there's different options for you. So if you want to order a curbside and then, you know, we put all the ingredients together for you, that's fine. Or you can order it and say, hey, can you give me all the ingredients separate? And so if we do all the ingredients separate for you, then you can put the salsa on it yourself and then just do it in a saute pan like we did here. All the ingredients got mixed in a saute pan, and then, or you can put it in the oven if you want to. and then put the eggs on top. Or if you like scrambled eggs, just mix them in. So there's all kinds of options. It's super easy.
Tina, that's such a good, I love your suggestion, Chef. They give you the ingredients, it's all prepped, and then you just assemble it. And then Tina, if you're living with anybody, you can take all the credit. And I gotta tell you, one of the things I love about this recipe, when all of this is done and I can have brunches or dinner parties again, these ingredients were cheap. And it was so easy, and it's beautiful, and it's one of those dishes that if you make it, people are impressed. You make that for a bunch of friends, they're gonna think you are like the second coming of Martha Stewart. This is amazing.
I love it.
Can you tell me a little bit more about what you guys are doing? I want you guys to hear this at home about helping the hospitals. You started to talk about this, so get this. The team at Savor, and I've seen other restaurants do this, they're working their tails off to stay open, to feed people. Business is difficult for everybody right now. But on top of that, they're donating meals to healthcare workers, which in this time, I would think you save every penny you've got, no room for donations. Why are you guys donating your time and your money to where you're giving your money away?
Well, it's twofold. One, we get to help people that are on the front lines of this. A lot of us have family and friends that work at hospitals. I know a lot of people that eat here that work at UC Southwestern or other hospitals, and it's people that you see all the time. So you're thinking about them and their families and what's going on in their world. And a lot of hospitals right now are actually stopping to serve people. They don't have cooks there as much anymore. They're not making food inside the hospitals. So restaurants, we're all together and separately coming and feeding them, and it's hundreds of meals at a time. Like, we were at Parkland about a week ago, and there was like 6 other restaurants that were donating food at the exact same time as us. But the hospital is massive.
Yeah.
So there's other hospitals that are smaller, like UC Southwestern had one that's their emergency room. I think it's called Clements. When we were donating to them, we were the only ones there. So it's important to keep that going, and it helps the people that are helping others. And then for us, like, it helps us use our product too, because we had so much at the beginning of this, and then now we're dwindling it down, but trying to figure out how to use it, because we don't want to let anything go bad.
Yes.
And so then we started doing things like, we make pasta fresh in house. So I was like, hey, I've got flour, I've got water, let me make pasta. Let me make hundreds of pasta meals. And so
you're insane. Homemade pasta for hundreds of people. I mean, what is going? We're getting a lot of comments. Johnny Basin says this looks awesome, amazing. Tina said that her husband would faint if she plated this for him. Thank you, chef. Make sure you have a soft surface if he's going to faint, Tina. We can't afford the hospital bills. And then Brent Smith is watching, and he just says simply, yum. I am upset about one thing.
What's that?
I take a photo of my beautiful plated dish, and I dug in because I couldn't wait. I forgot.
I mean, I can take a photo of mine if you want.
Yes, and I'll take
that.
credit. I will steal and take credit.
There you go.
Chef, thank you so much. I'm going to put the recipe in the comments once we're done.
Yeah, that's great.
I can't thank you enough for doing this with me.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And if anybody wants to make any changes to the recipe at all, please do. Like, if there's anything that you're like, you know what, my recipe for salsa is better, great, use that. Or, make guacamole, or do like an avocado salsa. Do something different. If you don't like eggs, you don't have to use eggs. If you don't like tortillas, you don't have to use tortillas. You can use bread. I wouldn't use bread, but you could.
But you could.
I mean, you could use crackers. I've never tried it, but it probably works. So there's all.
I've never tried it, but it probably works. That could be the title of my memoir. I've got a question. I'm putting you on the spot. What if we tried to make this a somewhat regular deal every week, every other week, and people requested a dish because you said that they could do that for you? Could we do it again, and I can ask the viewers what they want us to make?
That would be awesome. Like, everything. Like, essentially, you tell me what you want to learn how to make, and we'll make it. You
guys, I totally put him on the spot. He's just being nice because you're all watching, but I love it. We've got him on the record. We're going to come back and do this again. Chef, one last time, tell folks how they can have some of your amazing cooking, how they can find you guys, where you're at, how they can support.
So we're at Clyde Warren Park. We're the all glass restaurant. You've probably seen us before, but we've actually relaunched. I've only been here for a year. I'm actually coming up on my 1 year anniversary here at Savor in 2 days. And so in the last year, we've made 1,000 changes to this restaurant. You can come visit us. We're making fresh, new American cuisine. But right now, with so many changes, we're doing pretty much everything. I'm working on all kinds of ideas and family meals, and we'll even put fajitas on the menu. And we're doing everything we can. But if you want to come and visit us, come visit us at the park. You can pick up curbside. The park is open, so if you want to come here and eat in the park, you can. Just stay 6 feet away from each other. Then you can be in the park and eat. You can even drink alcohol in the park. That's a really fun idea too.
Hey, there are some silver linings in this really difficult moment we're in, and I say enjoy them while you can. Chef Luke, I can't thank you enough, sir.
Thank you so much.
I'm going to turn off this broadcast so I can really get to work on this. It's going to get messy, it's going to be ugly, and it's going to be amazing.
Awesome. You enjoy.
All right, I'll talk to you later, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thanks to everybody that joined.
Thank you.